with an Olympian girl, the dowries consist of, to have gold pieces, and plus to have a house at the village and a house on roads, or maybe in Athens, have money, and lots of money and everything, nice costumes, nice dresses, and the whole thing,
I have a house in Greece and some property, and mostly everything that my parents own is for me, since I'm the oldest girl and I'm getting married first. It's for me, and this house is also part of my dowry. My parents are moving a block down from here.
Χαίρετε. Τι γίνεται?
Τι μπορώ να σας βοηθήσω?
Η ξαδέρφη μου παντρεύεται και θέλουμε να δούμε μπουμπουνιέρες, στέφανα, αυτά που χρειάζονται για το γάμο.
Θα σας δείξω στέφανα τώρα?
Ναι, σας παρακαλώ.
Wondering what to wear. It's called Greektown. It's Greektown to anybody who knows this section of Highland Town. And a lot of people that come by here see all the ethnic, all the Greek writing on the stores and Greeks hanging around. Everybody speaks Greek. There's grapevine leaves and fig trees growing in the summer. I mean, just as if it was Greece, you know. And it's great that they can do something like that in Highland Town, you know. 10 years ago, it seemed to me like we were just any regular Americanized family, you know. There were a lot of Greek families living around here, but there weren't that many relatives of mine. When my father's relatives started coming over, and my grandparents, and they all centered around this neighborhood, we got a taste of what it was like to be really living in the Greek atmosphere and the Greek family, and it was very, very different, you know. We risked being talked about by then. But even there are relatives, and I'm sure, you know, they care about us and everything, they still talk.
You have a sense of protection because you can just walk down the street and nothing will happen to you. And it's so close. You're surrounded by all your relatives. You know, if you're locked out of the house, you have somewhere to go. We're so close together.
Αγιαστήλω το όνομά σου, ελθέτω η βασιλεία σου, γεννηθήτω το θέλημά σου, ως εν ουρανό και επί της γης, των άκρων ημών των επιούσιων, δώσει εμείς σήμερα και άκουσε μην οφειλήματα ημών. Ως και εμείς αφίεμαι στις οφειλέτες ημών, και εμείς εν έγκυση μας εις πειρασμών, αλλά ρίσε εμάς από του πονηρού. Η ευχών των Αγίων Πατέρων ημών, Κύριε Ιησού Χριστέ ο Θεός, έσουν και σώσον ημάς. Αμήν.
Καλή όρεξη.
Καλή όρεξη.
Κατά σειρά. Βάλετε για να φύγουν. Βάλετε για να φύγει το... Γιατί το φαγητό είναι κρύος όλο.
Sure? I'll take some. Και σιγά.
Καμιά φορά και πιο μικροί δεν τρώνε πιο πολύ από τους μεγάλους.
Wow, the food's delicious.
Ποιος, γιατί, σόδα, Καλλιόπης, σόδα. Βρίσκομαι στην ευχάριστο θέση να αναγγείλω ότι, πώς λέει, Ευγενία είναι έγκυος 4 μηνών. Εντάξει, το ακούσατε. Ναι, I like to announce Ευγενία Άρακιου Βασιλείου Καλεπέση is pregnant for a month.
What do you want, a boy or a girl?
I want a boy, but a healthy baby. But I like a boy.
Από εδώ κοντά με, από εδώ κοντά με, από εδώ κοντά με και από κοντά με. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Εσύ από όλα αυτά
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
I had a dream, and my dream was to reunite my family, which consisted of 7 brothers and 3 sisters. And I thought the best place was America. And that was the reason that I jumped the boat and came to America, and I married with my girl here. And we started a family, And I went with pride, and I gave my oath to be a good American citizen. And then I had the right to fill petitions for each one of the members of my family to bring him over to the United States. This happened with 2 brothers of mine, Elias, and then Minas came, and then 3 of us filed petitions, and around the whole, my father, my mother, my sisters, the husbands, the children came all. Within a period of 8 years, we all were reunited again here in America. I'm happy to say now that everybody's in good course to the life. They have children, their children got married, the children have children, and as far as from American, we get everything that is good, try to adapt it to our lives, and we try to stay out of what we don't like.
It was very different being a girl growing up in this community. The woman bears all the burdens of, virginity before marriage and all that stuff. It didn't really affect me that bad until I reached high school and I realized that there are girls 15 and 16 years old that get to go out on dates, and just the thought of asking to go on a date frightened me. I didn't even want to ask about it. So naturally, I'm not going to tell myself, no, you can't do it because your parents don't let you. You're just going to sneak around and do it behind their back. So, which is what I did, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that's done it. And, it frightens my parents, I'm sure, a lot because they feel as if other Greek families don't have this problem. And that might be because, I don't know, I was born here, and that's different than being born in Greece and then coming here to live. It's really different.
Well, right now I'm 24 years old, and I came to America when I was 13. My uncle Costa brought me. I like the way of life. I guess I'm so used to it that I like it. Now, as far as the American way of living is, thank you. As far as the American way of life, I like the freedom that people have. I like the honesty between the people, and everything. I don't like the freedom that all the girls have. They go to extremes. They go too far. I like our cultures, the Greek cultures, because of the family being so tight. The whole thing is based around the woman. If she's good, if she's respectable, if she knows what to do, then the whole family gains this whole respect of the whole community and everything. So, she is the main important thing of the whole, family.
I was 9 years old when I came to America. My uncle Costa fixed the papers 2.5 years after my cousin Jenny came up. That was 9 years ago. I'm 18 now. Ever since I was young, all the responsibilities were really on me. At the house, I had to furnish everything. The cooking and the cleaning and taking care of my little sister. And even my big brother. I had to do all that because my mother was working 8 hours every day, 5 days a week, sometimes 6. And my father was working also, and they came home and they were tired. So then I have time for fixing the house. They knew I could do it. My mother's working at Lebo Brothers. It's a factory, and they're making coats. She works there 8 hours every day. My mother really wanted me to get married right after I finished high school. She wanted me to get married while I was in high school. But my father, if I would say that I was going to continue to go on to school, he would agree with it. He didn't want me to get married right away. But my mother wanted me to go to school after I got married, not when I was single. I don't know why.
Why do you think?
Well, she thought I'd probably run away with some guy in college. Some American guy. She was scared. She wasn't scared that I would do that. She knew that I had enough sense. But she thought that I would change in some way.
Τα φουστάνια πλέον άμα παντρευτείς θα μπορείς να τα βάλεις. Και θα βάλεις τη σποδιά σου, τα καβάλια σου, την τζόνετ σου, τα πιτσίλια σου. Άμα πάεις στην κάρπα θα θέλει να τα βάλεις ένα δύο φορές τα φουστάνια. Αυτό θα μπορείς να τα βάλεις όλη μέρα. στη χωρεσπερίδα θέλει να τα βάλεις και τέτοια. Να τα βάλει η κόρη σου μετά. Μα κάνεις την κόρη. Τώρα θέλει να αυτό η Μαρίνα.
Αρκινήσεις Μαρίνα στα στολίδια.
Αρκινήσω της Μαρίνας τα φουστάνια, τα... κοιτάξτε με τη Μαρίνα τώρα. Η Μαρία πλέον παντρεύτη. Δεν της κάνουμε τίποτα. Μόνο μια ποδιά και ένα καβάκι και τζόν και τέτοια.
Και βράκα.
Καλά, αυτό είναι. Φέρε μαλλίνα αυτή να με πιάσω να ξεπουλτέρω. Αυτή τελείωσε.
It goes like this. A woman has to get married. You know, first of all, for the mother and the father to get rid of her and to say, "Hey, my daughter is married," you know, and everything. And plus, the woman's life is not complete till she's married. You know, I feel. Till she, finds somebody that she can share her life, or when she has a child.
Gonna look beautiful to dance tonight.
Who's gonna be dancing at the balletto, Ma?
I don't know for sure. Maybe a lot of guys, a lot of girls. Cousins, of course. Jenny, Marina.
Yeah.
Maria might be there too.
That's good. Now that Maria, is getting married.
Yeah. Want to sit up for me? Let me see the back. Go ahead. Sit up. Stand up.
What's it look like?
Beautiful.
Sorry.
Από το κάτι που σου είχα δεν θα γλίτωνες. Λα 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 λα. Thank you.
Θα μας δω και στοιχείο εδώ, αλλά πολλά δεν
Για να αντιληφθείτε τη διαφορά, μιλάω για τους ξένους που δεν είναι συνηθισμένοι στα ίδια και τα έθιμανος. Θα επακολουθήσει ο πάνω χωρός και θα δείτε την αλλαγή στα γέλια και στα βήματα και στην κατεύθυνση των βημάτων. Αλλάζει ο χώρος. Τώρα θα αντιληφθείτε τη διαφορά.
most of the Greek traditions, for instance, dancing, I like to do that. But some of the traditions I don't agree with, for instance, some of the arrangements for marriages, the way that a man will ask the parents for the lady, and the parents will accept, and the lady doesn't have she doesn't have the right to comment on it. And like, you know, like for instance, my cousin Maria, Dino proposed to her and she accepted, and then they went out and got to know each other.
Arranged marriages, now, I have one and it worked very good. Most of the marriages that I know, they are arranged. Now, I'm not saying it's the right way to marry, but I'm saying the facts show that it's the marriage that lasts. I have seen so many people, you know, marry for love, which I think is, you know, good to have and stuff like that. But, you know, after a year, the love wears off, and what are you left, you know, with nothing? Although with arranged marriage, you don't love the person, you know. You might like them and everything. You don't love them, but you know, when you first get married, you act your best. You know, you have to act, you have to act your best to please him and everything. And you just you learn a lot from him, and he learns a lot from you. But the love grows stronger, and that the marriage idea that the parents put on the girl's head, on the boy's head, it's so strong that even if the marriage don't go that well, you try to work it with all you got.
Dino and I met, well, we knew each other years before, just by, you know, face. We never said hi or bye, we didn't even talk. But it was about 4 months ago, my cousin got married. 4 or 5 months ago she got married, and I was in her wedding. And he was there, he was invited, and afterwards, I guess he told my cousin's husband, he's my cousin also, he told him that he liked me and all that. And then there was another dance about 3 weeks afterwards. And his father had came up from Greece, and then after the dance, I guess he told his father, and then his sister, my sister-in-law, called up, and she told my mother that, you know, she told her the whole story, that they liked me and if it would be okay for me to get married to him. My mother had to ask all my relatives, my uncles and my aunts, even my grandparents, they were over in Greece. Everybody had a chance to give their own opinion, you know, if it was good or if it was bad. Most of them approved after a lot of talking and discussing and all that. My mom's attitude towards me taking care of ironing or fixing the house has changed, because now she wants me just to take care of, you know, Dino and me. I'm more free now. I mean, I can stay out until 4 or 5 and she won't say nothing.
With an Olympian girl, the dowries consist of, to have gold pieces, you know, and plus to have a house at the village and a house of roads, or maybe in Athens, have money, you know, and lots of money. And everything, nice costumes, nice dresses, and the whole thing, you know.
I have a house in Greece and some property, and mostly everything that my parents own is for me, since I'm the oldest girl, and I'm getting married first. It's for me, and this house is also part of my dowry. My parents are moving a block down from here.
Γεια σας, κορίτσια. Τι κάνετε?
Χαίρετε. Τι γίνεται?
Τι μπορώ να σας βοηθήσω?
Η ξαδέρφη μου παντρεύεται και θέλαμε να δούμε μπουμπουνιέρες, στέφανα, αυτά που χρειάζονται για το γάμο.
Θα σας δείξω στέφανα τώρα?
Ναι, σας παρακαλώ. Ωραία. Πολύ ωραία.
Έχουμε και αυτά που είναι σκέτα.
Αυτό είναι πιο. Νομίζεις ότι do you think Dino would like them?
Και έχει όλα ό,τι χρειάζεται, οι μποτονιέρες.
It's a way of life, you know, for us. You go to your honeymoon without even knowing him. That's when you get to know him, you know. Oh, I didn't go to any other honeymoons to really know how another woman would feel, you know, but I felt very nervous, you know.
Υπέρ του δούλου του Θεού Κωνσταντίνου και της δούλης του Θεού Μαρίας, των ηλιστευομένων αλλήλης και της σωτηρίας αυτών του Κυρίου δεηθόμεν. Υπέρ του παρασχετήν αυτής τέκτας διαδοχήν γένους και πάντα τα προστοτηρίαν αιτήματα του Κυρίου δεηθόμεν. Υπέρ του καταπευθύν αυτής αγάπην τελείαν ειρήνην και βοήθειαν του Κυρίου δεηθόμεν. Στέφεται ο δούλος του Θεού Κωνσταντίνος την δούλην του Θεού Μαρία εις το όνομα του Πατρός και του Υιού και του Αγίου Πνεύματος. Στέφεται η δούλη του Θεού Μαρία των δούλων του Θεού Κωνσταντίνου εις το όνομα του Πατρός και του Υιού και του Αγίου Πνεύματος. Αμήν. Κύριε ο Θεός ημών, δόξη και τιμή, στεφάνος των αυτού.
What's the name? Sir, you ready? Super.
βρέθηκε στο γαμό, στο γαμό του μαζί του, στο γαμό.
I'm going to college now. I'm in my second year of school, and I'm majoring in mass communications. I plan to go into sportscasting, TV broadcasting. It's exciting for me, and it's different not only, you know, from any other Greek girl around here, but it's just different for any other girl, period. I'd like to know what Steve Stone's highest strikeout record is in his career. Do you know?
I don't right offhand, but I can look it up for you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. When he was with the White Sox, he struck out 12.
Ever since I was 15, I kept statistics for the football and baseball teams in high school, and that kind of sparked the interest. Bye-bye. It was something that I really liked when I started doing it, and I decided that I could use that interest and make a career out of it. I've worked so hard already, and I think I'm going to try my hardest to get it. Good afternoon. I'm Virginia Nicolaitis for WCVT Sports. The Orioles have something to feel good about going into tonight's game against the Toronto Blue Jays. They could easily pick up a game on the division-leading Yankees if they win tonight. Last year, we would have thought the Blue Jays were easy pickings for the Birds, but after the way they played against Seattle, it looks like you don't have to be Milwaukee or New York to pose some stiff competition. That's a look at sports. I'm Virginia Nicolaitis. Stay tuned to WCVT for more of the music that you like best.
Considering that I have two daughters and raising them up in America, and if we were in Olympus, it would be quite different for them. things are more strict in there. It's not too much flexibility in the family as far as the daughters and the girls are concerned. They can't go out dating, can't go no place unless they are with their family, especially the parents of the mother. Having to raise my children here in America, I felt I have a greater responsibility than normal. In several things, we have to go along with what's going on in the society around us. So I try to be flexible, but then again, my main objective was to raise my family according to the way I was brought up.
I can just see just the differences between me having grown up here and the differences, the way my life is compared to even my cousins that were brought, even though they didn't live their whole life out there, they still had more roots. As far as, I think, to put it bluntly, there's more chance of my cousins' children being brought up in the old Greek way than my children being brought up in the old Greek way.
Virginia is going to the University of Towson University, State University, and she's looking up for a career in sportcasting. Just pray that she succeeds with that. And after that, I want her to have a husband and a family. That's it.
I don't know. I'm torn between a career and maybe a domestic life, and I'm not really sure I could be successful at both. So right now I'm just going to take it one at a time.
Kramiri, no stafeli. Papogne, kramiri, patata. Angoria. Yeah, 79 a pound. That's beautiful. Do you want that corn?
Just a pound.
That corn is beautiful. That's exactly what they cost me, 20 cents a piece. They're a quarter all over town. It's a silver queen. That pretty? Yeah. And on the bottom, you got bananas, right?
Bananas now.
I'll treat you good. 8, 12, 19, $3.99. How's that other guy? Got good stuff?
I got reasonable stuff.
Is it good? I ain't going bad. Is it reasonable? Is it good?
Stuff and fresh and reasonable.
That's all it counts.
They make great breads, Joe.
Wait a minute, sis. I'll be with you. Let me take care of this place. Yeah, honey. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, everything. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All in it. All right.
Bye-bye. What else you like to have for dinner?
Are you going to make the corn?
Yes. Since it's the beginning of Lent for August the 15th, it'll be nice for us to have just vegetables and fish today.
All right.
Huh?
So did Virginia call?
She might be tonight at channel 13 at 6 o'clock news, she said, on the telephone, before she went to work.
Oh. I want to see her, on the news and doing sports. I think that'd be neat. She'll make it soon. She still has to finish school, but she'll get a break soon, I think.
Time will tell. Cucumbers in there.
I'm going to cut the cucumbers.
Let me have some tomatoes clean out for you. As for Irene's future, I like to have her as a happy, healthy housewife.
Well, I definitely want to go to college, and for my future, I really haven't, said, well, this is what I'm going to do. There's a lot of question marks left. I didn't think I would like to jump right into marriage and have a family at an early age. I don't think that's right.
So, be a mother and a housewife is a good job. I love it. Well, my job is very important to me.
I am a beautician and everything. I like being with people, talking with people. And, it's the whole, that's my life. That's something that I can relate to more than anything else, because I feel free when I go there. I feel more myself, when I'm at work. I can do stuff that I would never be able to think of doing at home because of being a nice Greek girl and a nice Olympian girl, which over there I'm nice, Greek and American girl. I'm a nice person. I'm a nice beautician, But that's why I like it. That's me when I go to work. When I go to work, it's Jenny, I work in Towson, Maryland. My shop is located right across from Towson State University. It's beautiful. It's from night and day from here. Over there you got the businesswoman, you got the student, there's interesting people that you can talk to. You like it?
Very much.
Are you good at it?
Yes.
How come I never knew about it?
Oh, she's got nice shiny hair.
She has beautiful hair. Some men like, working, the working women, but they don't have the hold of a woman, that they can say, well, I'm supporting you. Which the younger woman now can say, well, I got my, I'm my own person. I got my own money. I can do whatever I want with it,
Well, my wife, I liked the first time we got married. Right? We don't have money or all this stuff. Both of us have to work. We have to work to take care of the house, the bills. And after I got my places, the first place I have, I still work very hard to stay with my feet again. I have a carry-out business right now here. I work very hard every day, 7 days a week sometimes, and 18 hours a day. I do pretty great.
We've got the whole hamburger.
I do almost the same job over Greece, but there is I work for somebody else over there. But over here, I think it's better to work for myself. Because it's very easy here to do something for yourself. For the little money, you can make more. But over there you can't do that. My father, he don't have the money to put me in a school over Greece, all right? To do something very easy, more easy. So I'm working very hard now because I'm not finished school. I'm doing nothing. So I have to work with my hands and my feet. So I don't like to do the same thing my daughter. That's what I work for my kids now, to do something better. My idea is I have to work that, keep more money, because I think I have to come back to Greece because I feel more comfortable over there.
Would you like to go back?
I'd love to go back, not to live there.
Not in Olympus.
I'd like to go back to Greece and live there, but not in Olympus. For the simple,
it's too primitive.
Yeah, it's so isolated to me. People are more free here. Not in a sense of dating and stuff like that, in a sense of talking and smiling to people and dressing differently, like I would never have thought to wear this dress in Olympus, they disown me, but here they say, oh well, she's a young girl, they don't think too much about it.
Δεν είσαστε κλέφτες.
Κλέψαμε κι όλα.
Τι έγινε, άστο, εντάξει, ας μετρήσει.
Δεκάρια.
Ένα μέτρο.
Βάζει σαπουνάρα μέσα στην ψυχασία.
Παίζεται όμορφα, παιδιά. Αφού ήθελε... Να, δεν ήθελε το βαλέ από κάτω να πάρει. Ας μην κάνει τώρα, ρε. Μην κάνει, ρε. Αυτό θέλω. Μια μετράβουλα εδώ πέρα. Κακαρό.
We don't marry Americans because their customs are so different. You know, they don't understand ours, and ours are very important to us. I'm talking of myself, you know, and I'm sure Maria feels the same way about it, you know. It's just, you know, we like to dance the Olympic dances, and then we like to dance the American. But I don't think an American will be able to adjust to our way of life.
I can dance a sister too.
And it's not only the dancing, it's the way we think. Even though we say, well, with the young generation, we're very much like the Americans, we still have a long way to go, you know, from being an American. Yes. Oh, ωραία. What's the matter? Έλα.
Δεν έχουμε κολλή.
Δεν θέλουμε κολλή.
Θα κοπάνε τα πράγματα.
Να, μα είναι καλύτερα πάνω στο αυτονά.
Εντάξει. Χαίρετε τα βάλεις πάνω στο μου ξελάρι. Για δώσε μου τώρα.
Να τε δω, να τε χωρώ.
Παραμάνεις, δεν θέλεις.
Ούτε όμορφο παιδί. Βλέπε.
Στην μπασκέτα μέσα είναι να βάζεις στο κρεβάτι. Αμεδορφή καρπάδια. Μα! Ζεσταίνομαι! Ναι, μάμα! Εγώ να πιπηγώ!
I wanted a boy mainly because of Bill, you know, carrying on the family name and the whole tradition. But as long as she's healthy, I wouldn't trade her for the whole world. You should have seen him when he found out it was a girl. When it came out, it was like, oh, it's a boy, and then the doctor said, no, you got another daughter, and he went, don't worry, Jenny. I said, I'm not worried.
Έκανες λάκκος τώρα. Τώρα δεις κάντε τις λάκκους να μην κρυώσει για μένα. Πήραν τις να φαθεί αλευρία. Ποια να φαθεί δεν είναι να φαθεί τα παδέρα του Μανώλη τα πίσω από κόρτου. Αυτά που κρατάς εσύ να μου το
Λοιπόν, έτσι Πέτρα, μην το παίρνεις πάνω το βολάει.
Έλα. Έτσι είναι κόρτες,
Έλα βρε.
Καλησπέρα πάντων, τι κάνετε?
Καλά, ευχαριστώ πως είσαι. Θα ζήσει το παιδάκι.
Ευχαριστώ. Περάστε.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ. Okay.
Next. Thank you. Θα πας να φιλήσεις τον παπά, το φεύγω.
Okay, και πάλι καλησπέρα.
Και πάσε αντικειμένη συνάμεση των παιδευτικών του Κυρίου δεηθόμεν, Κύριε ελεήσον. Υπέρ του κατευθείαν αυτό την χάρη της αποτρώσεως και την ευλογία του Ιορδάνου του Κυρίου δεηθόμεν, Κύριε ελεήσον, Κύριε ελεήσον. Σώσον Κύριε των λαών σου και ευλογήσον την κληρονομίαν σου, νίκας της βασιλεύση κατά βαρβάρων δωρούμενος και τόσων πιλάτων δια του σταυρού σου πολίτευμα. Σώσον Κύριε των λαών σου και ευλογήσον την κληρονομίαν σου, νίκας της βασιλεύση κατά βαρβάρων δωρούμενος και τόσων ψηλάτων δια του σταυρού σου πολίτευμα. Η Λεφάνα δεν μπορεί να.
Excuse me. Στο πάντα, σε καλά.
Ειρήνη.
I can't kiss it. Είμαστε προκαθιστή αεροπολί.
Καλησπέρα.
Είναι μια μισή ώρα εδώ και τότε δεν έχω.
Πάρτε μας χειροπήρα να φύγαστε.
Καλησπέρα.
Yeah, πολύ είναι.
I wasn't going to try. It's one thing I
Και θα κάνετε και όταν τη βλέπω τη φωτογραφία εκεί και τη στενοχώρια που πήρα.
Ασεντήσαμε και εδώ. Ασεντήσαμε με τη Μαρία και τον
Α, και με ντύσανε. Ήμουνα τότε λεπτή.
Τι και τώρα ακόμα
τότε ήμουνα. Κούκλα ήμουνα.
Το 18 ήταν εσύ,
Όχι τώρα.
Αφού τα καβάλια και το καμία και όλα τη Μαρίνα χτυπάει.
Η Μαρίνα την κάνει.
Το πάμε.
Being a good wife. You know all about it.
To me, well, being a good wife means, to agree on most things, first of all, and to still hold down the tradition of Baltimore's, not to be so modern to let your kids do whatever they want. That's being a good wife and a mother together.
Ευχαριστώ. Αγωτό. Τι κάνεις μόλις, θα ζω. Θα πάμε, No.
So, where were you yesterday?
That's right. Έχεις πούμε να. Τραβάκι το μαγνητόφωνο.
Πού είναι. Το μάτι ο κόσμος.
Μια ρε παιδί μου, πού να είμαι. My idea of a good wife is to make you relax as soon as you come home. That's the best wife to me. You know, other things I don't see so important.
You feel you have that now?
Yeah.
Sometimes when he says, when I tell him not to do this and not to do that, and he does it anyhow, then he doesn't feel relaxed. I mean, now that you're married and that you have a baby and everything, what would you like for her, for your child?
To grow up well and healthy, and try to give her as much as I can. I try the best. I guess same thing everybody else wants for the child, you know. Go to school,
To a certain point, not to overdo it.
be a nice wife first of all for her husband when she grows up a lot and
She has a nice husband.
she's ready to get married.
Someone that stays home most of the time. So.
Oh no, that's not important. She stays home all the time.
Doesn't go to the coffee house. What do you think, Dina?
No. Men's supposed to go out sometimes, right? I mean, not to fool around with other women, but you know.
To the coffee house.
Yeah.
Stay there and spend their money.
Oh well, if you have a little money to spend.
But no, just have a, good in everything. Like, our environment, you have to have, when someone's ready to get married, you have to have a house and, some education and a good name. No, that's the best. That's what's to be good too. That's what to be good means.
Behave.
Yeah, behave. I mean, not to be to know things, but to just behave, to be a good person, to be smart. I'm sure she's going to be smart though.
Yeah? She told you?
Yeah, she takes after you.
If I was smart, I would be married.
But you don't look like you're suffering.
I love my daughter.
Yeah, you wanted a son though.
No, I like to have a son because I guess I'm a man, that's the only reason. I'm sure all the men wants to have a son first so they can see things they used to do, teach them a little bit. It's different. Oh, but daughter is okay too. This beautiful daughter, sure, I love to have them. Right, baby?
Steve, you're the winningest pitcher with 25 wins in all of baseball this year. Do you think you'll get the Cy Young Award?
Well, I have a feeling that the voting is going to be very close between Mike Norris, Rich Gossage, and myself, and hopefully they'll see fit to give me the Cy Young Award. I will have won more games than anybody in baseball, so I hope things work out well.
Do you think the winning of all those games is more important than Gossage's performance as far as what he did for the Yankees?
I think that Rich Gossage is probably the most valuable player in the league. I don't think that the Cy Young Award should go to a pitcher who throws about 75 innings, but then I'm looking at it from a starter's point of view.
Steve, thank you for the interview, and congratulations on a tremendous year.
I'm hoping and I believe when Virginia comes to the point of her life that she thinks it's time to get married, she will get married with a Greek fellow. Because she knows and she understands it's going to be easier to communicate with the family. In fact, I believe that Virginia, she get married with a good-looking guy from Olympus.
Do you really believe that, Dad?
I believe that because when you get to meet these guys, you're going to decide by yourself. Nobody has to force you.
I mean, there aren't that many choices, though. I just don't want to have to sacrifice the things that I've come to love as an American to marry a Greek and to have to sacrifice all that. To me, that would not be happiness.
Yeah, looking at you yesterday when you're dancing at the Greek dance.
But Dad, I love to dance Greek.
See, I really, you saw you having a good time. I never see you dancing in a disco. But I believe you have more, better time dancing the Susta and all the Greek dances.
And you notice those are the only dances that I dance are the ones that are Olympic. I don't like to dance the Kalamatiano. Everybody knows that. But you get up there when they play a Susta, and you might find 10, 15 people that know how to do it. And that makes you feel, it's just like knowing something that everybody else doesn't know, and it makes you feel special. And that's how I like to dance the Greek dances because I've been doing that all my life, as well as living in America all my life. And I don't, but how many Greeks do you know that know about football, baseball, and, hanging around and doing all the American things? I can adjust because I've seen both worlds, but I don't think the newer Greeks that have come to America have assimilated and have learned to appreciate the American things in life, and to me that would be important.
I remember when I went to Greece and actually saw the place. It just made me feel very proud to be a Greek. And there were a lot of times when I felt ashamed of my nationality, not really ashamed, but I just felt like I was so different from everyone else because I was kept from doing a lot of the things everyone else got to do. So that's when I started hating it, and it just created a personality conflict. I didn't know what I wanted to be and who I was, or how I should react to certain things and stuff like that. So one of the things I always wondered about, and I'm afraid of in a way, is when I marry and have children, if I don't marry a Greek, will I be able to teach them the Greek ways and still manage to get them to go to Greek school and learn the second language and all that, because I think it is very beneficial. My parents own a house in Greece now, and if I wanted to live in Greece, I mean, it's possible for me to do that, but I really don't think I could right now. I really love it here, I do. I think it's a great place to live, especially Baltimore is a nice place to live. I really like it.
Μα πριν φανεί μέσα απ' το πέλαγο πανί, θα γίνω κύμα και φωτιά, θα σ' αγκαλιάσω ξενιτιά. Και εσύ χαμένη μου πατρίδα μακρινή, θα μείνεις χάδι και πληγή, σαν ξημερώσεις αλήθεια.